Hi, I'm Steve Cole, MD of NetPrimates, and today we're going to talk about the dark web and your company. Your employees' details are ripe information. There's a lot of identifiable information, usernames, passwords, and other identifiable information such as payment details, credit cards. So the sort of information that they try and get from the member of staff or any person within the business is a username and password, because often that is a vault, an entry to a vault that contains a lot of information such as credit card details, payment information, your supplier details, your customer information, and details like that. So we can perform something called a dark web scan, where we'll put the employee's details, the email address into a system, and it will tell us if those details are appearing on the dark web alongside a password. It will often also tell us where those details have come from, such as a breach of another provider. And in some cases, we can even see what the password is and allow us to then discuss how to remediate and protect yourself against it. No, it doesn't mean you've been hacked. Often it will be the case that your members of staff's details, such as their username and password, have appeared on the dark web, and that may be for a breach that's happened in another provider somewhere else. The only key thing to remember is if that member of staff is using the same username and password elsewhere on other platforms, that does increase the risk of other exposure, but that's why we say a password manager is useful, because then you can have different usernames and passwords for all your different systems. So the worst case scenario is if your username and password appears on the dark web and you use those details in other locations. They can then gain access to those other sites. They can use something called password stuffing attacks, where they will take your username and your password and try it on a number of different locations. And if you're using the same details, they gain access, and then any information held behind those login details are then at risk. So NetPrimates can run a dark web scan, look at any exposure that you have currently, if any of the details are out there already, and offer advice if we find any information out there. And we can also advise on how to protect yourself moving forward. You can reach NetPrimates in a number of methods. You can give us a call on 02381 800 800 or drop us an email to info@netprimates.com.